So a lot of people either really like or really hate this movie, and I actually think it's not that bad. It's definitely the best one out of the prequel trilogy. I know the competition was fierce. Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. So we have finally reached the final chapter of this trilogy, and this is finally the stuff that we've been waiting to see since Episode 1. We get to see Anakin finally become Darth Vader, what drove him to that. So this time around Anakin seems more mature. I mean, he actually seems like an okay guy at the start of this movie. I mean, he saves Obi-Wan Kenobi twice in the opening sequence. And then yeah, he beheads an unarmed man. But no one's perfect. He's trying, he's definitely improved from Episode 2. He'll get there eventually in like 3 more movies. Hayden Christensen actually did a much better job this time around. He actually quite impressed me. I mean, he's shown more sides to Anakin than what we've seen in the last film. I mean, he's shown that he's not just always this sort of douchey, creepy weirdo. He can actually be a good guy. So when he does fall to the dark side, I mean, we actually care. Well, more than we would have done, because he is still a bit of an arrogant, whiny brat. Anakin and Obi-Wan seem to have a different dynamic this time around. Obi-Wan treats Anakin like more of an equal than an apprentice, so they sort of have this like brotherly bond between the two. It was actually good to see how much Anakin actually sort of cared about Obi-Wan, instead of just constantly bitching about him behind his back. So the thing I really liked about this movie is that we finally got a villain that actually got some focus throughout the whole movie. And we kind of get spoiled, we sort of get 2 of them, because you have the Emperor who's finally taken centre stage. His plan is finally being revealed and played out. And then later in the movie you also get Darth Vader. It was interesting to see how the Emperor played Anakin, and I mean like a fiddle, and then trick him to turn in against the Jedis and then join the dark side. Obi-Wan really started to resemble Alec Guinness in the last movie, and this time he takes that a step further. I mean, like in his voice, in his mannerisms, you can legitimately see this guy being a younger version of the Obi-Wan that we meet in A New Hope. So Ewan McGregor did a great job. I mean, he nailed it. His interpretation of Obi-Wan is one of the main reasons to watch the prequel trilogy. Except for maybe Phantom Menace, where he kind of disappears for a big portion of the film. But people don't need more reasons to not watch Phantom Menace. And we even get to see him show more emotion in this movie along with the rest of the Jedis, because the stakes are so high. They actually seem to care. Finally. So Natalie Portman as Padme continues to be underused again. I mean, she's just basically the love interest of Anakin at this point, and she doesn't seem to have any other aspects to her character, especially in this movie. I mean, she literally drops dead when Anakin breaks her heart. What the hell was that? She's not exactly role model material, and I've said this in my other reviews, I don't think it's Natalie Portman's fault, I just think it's the writing. They don't really give her anything else to do. It's like George Lucas is just sort of saying, right, go stand here, pine for Anakin. So I give this movie a 4. It's a good standalone story, it's got plenty of action. We finally get character payoffs that we've been waiting 3 movies for. It sets everything up sort of nicely going into A New Hope. It's not as good as A New Hope, but it is easily the best movie of the prequel trilogy. I mean, after watching this movie, it kind of made me think, like, did we really need the other 2 movies? As this is all the stuff I wanted to see, not all the politics, not the love story, and hardly any Jar Jar Binks. So anyway, I hope you liked this review. If you did, please hit the like button, help the channel to grow. Please don't forget to subscribe, because I will be reviewing the rest of the Star Wars movies, because now that the prequels are done, I actually get to review the proper Star Wars trilogy. So until next time, thanks for watching.